we're gonna be diving into the Phoenix Wright trilogy for the first time ever! We play a rookie defense attorney, and I'm talking fresh out of law school here, who is thrust into a number of incredible cases. I don't really know how to describe them. Think of it like a detective slash courtroom style visual novel game by Capcom. Now this game was originally ported in 2005 for the DS, and there's been a number of entries since, but I'm not here to bore you with the rest of its long history, so we're just gonna play from the beginning with the very first trilogy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is this game? I feel like just me asking that means I'm gonna do very poorly at it. Anyway, okay. Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Yes. Got an achievement, first steps. Gasp. Gasp. Is that really gasping or just heavy breathing? Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I like this plan. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, so the dialogue was automatic, but this is not. I don't know how I feel about that. How can I turn that off? Wait, this isn't automatic either! I'm being played by this game already. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Whoa, look at your boobs! Oh, hi, cheer. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! What's over? My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. What's happening? Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he wants to be defended here. Yeah. Nick? Nick? Wait, is that our name? I thought our name was Phoenix Wright. Our name is... Wait, huh? No. It's obviously a nickname, right? For Phoenix? Phoenix? Nick? Hey there, Larry? Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. You're sweating bullets, man. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Come on, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Well, I mean, you don't want to say that to him. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. Here's the story? That's how you're starting this? Reminds me of the meme that's like...
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. That's unfortunate, ain't it? That's not a legacy you want to uphold. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. What a good best friend. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, it is loud in here. There is hustle and bustle. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Did he forget he was defense? This boy's nervous. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't think he was giving you a pep talk or anything like that. He's more of a judge of character there. Like, are you sure you can handle this? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Pen shaking, eyesight fading, mom's spaghetti. Is the spaghetti to forgetty your regretty? The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. A best friend. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. He's quizzing us like we're drunk or something. Like we're on drugs and we're not meant to be here. Do I even have a license to be an attorney? Have I passed the bar? What am I doing here? Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Oh, we're gonna experience that a lot, Phoenix. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Okay, Mia, thanks! Wait, can I press it now? I can't press it now. You lied to me, Mia. You said any time, Mia. Mia! Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Yeah, you're putting her name on the line. Cinder Block? Cindy Stone? What are these names? Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Okay, court record. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Oh, I definitely wouldn't believe you were a defense attorney if I'm the brains behind you. Cindy's autopsy report. Okay, well, her name is Cindy, but is this all to the report? Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Interesting. Oh wait, she's right here! The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Okay, well, Phoenix, this is your first case. You don't have to be so judgmental, because I mean, you're pretty scatterbrained, and you probably won't get your points across very well either. I can't say you lack presence, though. I mean, you got the nice suit, slick back hair. Pretty young, you know, we're good looking. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. And Mia Fey, chief attorney at Fey & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. What else can we look at? Oh, that's it. Okay, well, we know her name is Cindy. Cindy Stone. I liked Cinder Block. The puns are gonna get me. That's what's gonna make me lose this game. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object! Oh my god, we're so ahead of the game. We're so ahead. We've got this in the bag. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Are you gonna question the other guy? Because I don't think this is right. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Oh yeah, lay it on him. Lay it on him thick, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Objection? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Not yet, not yet. No objections yet. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Phoenix, have you passed the bar? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Have we talked to our client at all? It sounds like the first time we met him was outside the courthouse. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. We didn't go through things to say with him? We didn't train him up? What kind of friend are we? Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it. Wait, where's this other guy then? He better be here. He must be a witness. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Wait, you can't just add in evidence willy-nilly like this. This isn't a real courthouse. What is this? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. She was finding her footing, making her mark in the world. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh! Daddies? Sugar? Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. Dang, she's hustling! She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering then? Objection? Objection? That was a very tame slap of the desk there, Phoenix. I need some more gusto. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Quite? Oh boy, this is not looking good. It is toasty in this courtroom. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? You know what? Have him answer honestly. There's no point in lying here, because was he not arrested at her place? Or did he not call the cops? So they know he was there. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. That's your signal? Yeah. I was there. I went. He's twitching so much. Wait, was this the right answer? Wait. No, surely it's correct. Right, surely. Honesty is the best policy here, right? I'm glad Butts understands our, signals here. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. I'm sorry, he sounded like a she-dog. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Oh, it wasn't us. I mean, it wasn't Butts. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Butts! Are you serious right now? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. You were soliciting? Selling newspapers? I would understand if you were just dropping them off like a delivery boy, but selling newspapers? At an apartment building? Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. This is the guy! The evil one! Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. He's gonna lie, this scum. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Quailed? I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. How'd you know the time? The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Also, why is the judge the one to be asking these questions? Phoenix, you're off your game here, my dude. Defend your friend. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Noon to 6 p.m. And it was 1 p.m. he said that he found the body. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okie dokie. There has to be something to the time of day and the blackout. Has to be. Or like the date that the blackout occurred. Witness's account. Let's find it. I was going door to door when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay, that's already weird to me. Anyway, let's keep going. See, the time that he found the body is very suspicious to me because unless he has a watch, how did he know what time it was if there was a blackout? Wait, shouldn't the payphones also be out then? That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Okay, so it's just gonna keep replaying this moment then. Okay, so he was selling subscriptions when he saw a man fleeing the apartment. Yeah, okay, yeah, the time is different. Time of death is 4 to 5 p.m. Okay, let's go back. Here it is. Then I do this. He did it! He did the thing! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! This is trivial. Oh my god, I don't think I'll be able to get through this with those voices. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Wait, can I, interrupt him here? Because he just said that there was a blackout. Oh no, I can't do it right now. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You liar! I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right? You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination. The time of discovery. Can we do it right here? Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television, or a video. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now! Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. You're pretty, sweaty there, pretty wet, moist in your suit. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Witness testimony. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. No, he didn't! That must have been what I saw. Give it to me, Judge. Pass the ball. Put it in my court. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Don't mind if I do. Cross-examination! Get in here, thinker! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Well, you with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Do it then. Do it right now. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Tilt the head for me, would you, Mr. Payne? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. How would he know? The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yes, Phoenix! Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside of the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her! Okay, Phoenix, let's dial it back a little bit. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. I mean, I know it was going off about, like, the clock and the tilting of the head, and that's how he would hear it because he banged her on the, you know, but you struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. That was the sound you heard! Okay, well, at least we're on the same page here. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sewit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no... Ah! Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Okay, alright, my dude. Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment. Please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sewit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply, try sounding the clock. Just tilt the head back, right? That's the whole shtick with this? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Wait, should we have checked the batteries first? What if they rigged it? Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. No! I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. We failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. No! Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia! Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Because it bonked her on the head and broke the clock! Maybe, I don't know. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Okay, what if the clock doesn't have batteries? What if it's charged with a plug, right? And you can unplug it, of course. It would still have charge. But what if it's slow because of the blackout? I don't think that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yes, I do have a theory as to why the clock would be slow, and that's because he hit her on the head with it. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. No! There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim, beyond a doubt. Is there? Huh. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm gonna say it was the blunt force trauma. Let's hope this is right. Excuse me. This proves your claim how? I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock. Okay, never mind. That wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance. Alright, Mr. Wright, but time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Okay, was it the blackout then? Or do we just, like, look at the statue? Because that's also an option that I just thought of. Let's go with the blackout. Okay, that was wrong too. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's just give him the statue. It's rather heavy, and for what? It's not that either? Okay, I guess it's just her returning from the trip then. Arrived home from Paris. How would this prove it though? Yeah, give it to me straight, Phoenix. What does this mean? The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. Okay. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. I mean, I don't think we all knew that. And oh, wait. Is he saying that the statue was something she brought back from her trip? And so that wasn't saying 1 p.m. That was saying 1 a.m.? When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there! The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my God. I just realized his name can be read Saw It. Oh my God. Ugh, why is he foaming? Order! Order, I say! Well, I got really lucky there. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. I'm surprised they just arrested him and didn't bring him to the hospital or something. Why was he foaming? Did he have a cyanide pill? Did he have rabies? Oh boy, with how aggressive he is, I wouldn't rule out rabies. I'll put it that way. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. I mean, I was struggling at the end, Judge, but, you know, thank you. Really pulled that one out of my ass. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Dang. Wrong place, wrong time. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Wait, does that mean she's been losing all her other cases? If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. No! I mean, bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man! Gone forever! Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Harry? Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Harry Butts. Harry Butts? Mia, please. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. I don't want the murder weapon! What do you take me for? A psychopath? Oh, he's giving it to Mia. Wait, isn't this still evidence? How did he get the statue? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. And now you're giving Mia a gift you were gifting to your dead girlfriend. I made one for her and one for me. Oh. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just... Wait, don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Ugh. I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. I mean, she kept the statue, right? What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick? I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really. I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Are you hitting on me, Mia? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me, huh?" I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry, "No, she's dead," would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. I knew she was gonna be dead. She's dead, isn't she? Why would it give that much exposition? She's dead, isn't she?